Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video and a brand new episode of the Heart Gold Let's Play. Now we're back in Signwood City, and if you remember from the last episode, we got a call from the Safari Zone keeper owner. And so we're gonna actually head that way in this episode. Now, there's a few things that I could have chosen to do for this episode, but I think this is the one thing I definitely wanted to get done and over with, because I think it's been long enough. And, well, also it's just going to take a really long time anyway. So, to get the Pokemon we want to get, and that we can only get at the Safari Zone. So, we got some battles. Let's get them over with. Well, he had 3 Dunsparces, so that's definitely an interesting one. Well, luckily we got a Paralyze heal that we can use. But yeah, so the Safari Zone's a pretty interesting area, especially in this game in particular, as I try and figure out, or if I can remember which Pokemon comes in the next trainer battle. Easy does it. But yeah, so the Safari Zone's one of the coolest, I think, in this game at least. And is it Gen 4 was the last one with like a proper Safari Zone? Because I don't feel like Gen 5 really had one. I don't remember one in Gen 6. But I quite like the Safari Zones. I think they're a pretty fun thing to do. So try and figure out, because I know we do not have a team for the 2 trainers coming out. They're really tricky. Yeah, Safari Zone in this game, I think, was one of the best. And I just don't remember there being another good one. Well, that went a lot smoother than expected, but I do have to use up some of our healing items. But no big deal. No big deal whatsoever. And we can move on, and they gave up good levels as well, so I think we'll put Sunnyside up front and Queen, because they're the most under-leveled of our team, because Ringo's just kind of already pretty strong. But yeah, I always thought this was probably the best Safari Zone. Maybe not exactly the best, but probably one of the best Safari Zones. I know Gen 4, like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum Safari Zone's iconic as well. And there we go, it's another one down. But yeah, I just thought this is the best Safari Zone, at least in my memory. Maybe it isn't, maybe it is. And it's up to you, but I always thought just having this whole area as well, I think it's like really cool. With it's like a whole different environment, whole city just for the Safari Zone, which I think is pretty cool. But anyway, we do need to go in and talk to Baoba, or whatever his name is, however you're supposed to pronounce it, and I believe we're gonna get a challenge from him, and let's see if we can't do it. I know, because I know the game, we're going to need to get rid of a Pokemon, and we're gonna have to get rid of Scout, and put Scout away for the time being. I'll probably keep Scout up on the overlay, just because. We don't have another team member just yet, but we're gonna need to talk to, well, if we can get there, we're gonna need to talk to the Safari Zone keeper. So let's go on in. Hi, I've been waiting for you. What do you think? This is the brand new Safari Zone, by the way. I just had an idea. Would you like to take the owner aptitude test? Sure. Right on, let me explain how the test works. It's very easy. All you have to do is catch one Geodude to the Safari and show it to me. There in the grass closest to the entrance, so it shouldn't take long before you catch one. Good luck! Alright then, well let's do that. Welcome to Safari Zone, and pay a bit of money and roam as long as you like, but you get the certain amount of Safari Balls, 30 Safari Balls, so pretty cool. And then they call you when you're out. Pretty good deal, really, if you think about it. So, we just need to catch a Geodude, so let's just try and do that. And I believe you have to do it from the Safari Zone as well. So let's see what we can do. With Geodude here. We might have to try and maybe have a couple of attempts at this, depending on what Geodude wants to do. But okay, there we go. We got Geodude. I think we should harken back to the past series with nicknaming our Geodude, because we did have a Geodude for a brief time before it evolved. In our last series named Brock. So, welcome Brock to the team. And, I mean, we could retire and press a little button, but we can also come back here. And, yeah, we're gonna leave the Safari Zone. And, oh, there we go. Dog barking in the background. Anyway, oh wonderful, you've caught a Geodude, you've passed the first test. Huh? Didn't I tell you there are 2 tests? That's right, becoming an owner is not that easy. Second test is, well, I'm still preparing for it. I'll let you know when it's ready. You'll need to wait just a little, and I'll call you at the Pokegear. Well, yeah, you heard it here. You've gotta wait. So, I'm going to basically have to keep the game running for 3 hours, to wait for this to happen, so... I'll see you in 3 hours. Alright, so it's been a good long wait, and here we are, and the warden has called us with the next test. And so let's go and chat with him. I've been leveling up some Pokemon, so we've got pretty much everyone up to level 34, level 33. Queen and Ringo just take a little bit longer to get going. So let's head back in to the Safari Zone, talk with the warden. Here he is. I've been waiting for you. The test is ready. This time can you catch a Sandshrew and show it to me? Sounds easy, right? Not really. Sandshrew will not appear with the current Safari Zone setting. That's why this comes in handy. This sophisticated high-tech machine lets you customize Safari Zone areas. I call it the Area Customizer. You want to know how it works, don't you? It's a secret. Well, you shouldn't have trouble operating it. Just ask the staff next to me. I already know how to operate it, because I've played the game before. I almost forgot. I was in the middle of explaining the second test, wasn't I? You will not see a Sandshrew in the current Safari Zone areas, so you have to use the Area Customizer to change them. Sandshrew lives in the desert. Good luck. And actually, this is what makes this game so fun. So, these are the areas that we have, and so we'll, switch this one to the desert. But we're also going to switch this one because there's this one called the mountain. And I think we want that one as well. So, yeah. The areas have swapped. So, let's go ahead and head in. I didn't need to hit that. Alright. So, let's head back into the Safari Zone, and I don't know if I'll do the Sandshrew, because I don't think I have much time. Because I think we're still technically in the day cycle. And that will depend on the Pokemon that I want to get. So, we're gonna prioritize the mountain first, and go from there. And this is the Pokemon we're going for. It is a Larvitar. But Larvitar's tricky at best of times to catch. So, I'm gonna be sat here for a while, and I will come back when I finally do catch one. And there we go. We have caught a Larvitar. And that didn't actually take too long. So, that's pretty good. I also think, I didn't realize this, but I do actually think that we could have gotten Larvitar earlier and I didn't have to wait all this time and then risk not being able to get it because you can't get it at night. But either way, we've got Henge, which is our Larvitar. And the final member of our team, at least that I'm going to be including on our team. We might decide to get other Pokemon in the future, but I thought a pseudo-legendary would be a pretty good option as a Pokemon. To do the challenge, because the Safari Zone's pretty cool anyway, and we get access to things like Gen 3 and 4 Pokemon. I will just quickly catch the Sandshrew and do that, so I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we got Sandshrew caught, we named it Sandy, and let's just head out of here. Let's exit the Safari Zone. And the Safari Zone does have some pretty cool Pokemon, but as for right now, I know we have to actually show it to him, so we actually have to go and get the Pokemon and show it to him. But yeah, so that is pretty cool. And that pretty much is going to do it for an entire episode just on the, well, whatever this the Safari Zone. Though I don't know how much of interest it is to everyone. I think the Safari Zone's pretty cool, and it also shows us, you know, our final team member, and so it'll be quite interesting for people when they realize that we've got a Larvitar on our squad. And then we become owner of the... Yeah, he wanted us to become owner of the Safari Zone, and yeah. But we still have to pay admission because I guess that's just some game coded thing. But anyway, you get another call. I think another 2 calls for different things along the way, and you can get more Pokemon, cool Pokemon as well to help with National Pokedex and things like that. So it's a really interesting idea and how they do it. But anyway, all we wanted was probably one of the hardest pseudo-legendaries to get, at least in the first 4 games. Or probably even first 6 games, in terms of, like, generation-wise. So, might as well have Larvitar out. Henge. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode, and take care.